Hello guys, so you're welcome to the Australian migration question answer session. So this is a series I've been running since the start of the year just to help you guys educate you properly on Australian migration. So the first thing I want to say here is simple. There are five questions today, and I'm just going to be answering just one question. Okay, we don't have much time. All right. So said, how do I apply for a skilled migration visa? How do I apply for a skilled migration visa? So this question was asked by almost about 100 persons this week. So that's why I'm answering this question. So I'm just going to elaborate it. I'm just outlining it. There are a lot of videos I've done on it on my page. So the first one is this. You need to be able to identify your occupation on the occupation list. I wrote here that you have to be able to identify an eligible occupation on the skilled occupation list. Australia have what we call a skilled occupation list. You can find it in the immigration website that you can see on the screen right now. It's even in the comment section. So make sure you go there and search for occupation. If your occupation is there, the next thing that you need to do is you need to be able to know, discover and identify your skill assessment. Now, I've talked about skill assessment, just meaning to show that what you studied, to be able to ascertain and align your professional experience, your professional education with Australian standard. And this assessing authority are people that was going to be assessing all those documents to be sure that you're qualified to be called whatever you are choosing for that particular occupation. Now, the third is that you need to be able to submit an expression of interest. Once you have a positive skill assessment, then the next phase you go to is to submit an expression of interest. So expression of interest is a process by which you actually express an interest to some certain states in Australia that have your occupation in their shortage list that they are looking for you. So you express that you're interested in coming, and then they can be able to, send you an invitation. And then the next one, the fourth one you need to do is to when you receive an invitation to apply for a visa, when you receive an invitation, then you can be able to go ahead and apply for a visa and prepare documents. Now, wait a minute. You said these four steps, they are as simple as you may think, but they are very voluminous. Now, this is not to scare you. This is just to let you know that each of these steps are actually like they have like processes involved in them. So it's like a whole systems. All right. But I did it this way so that people won't be too overwhelmed with the whole process. So first things first, as I said, in a layman term, waiting. And sorry, I'm going to speak pidgin English here. Waiting be your occupation, waiting you study for school. That thing where you study for school, are you working in that particular field? So if you're working in that particular field, so what is now your how long have you worked? Do you understand? So this thing help. Now let me give you a cue. If you actually an engineer or whatever you studied and you find it in that occupation list, ask yourself how many years of experience do I have? Ask yourself that question. You need to have at least 1 or 2 years of experience because that will help you to be invited. Do you understand? So I will not be part of those people that will tell you, okay, if you don't, even if you don't have experience as an engineer, because most engineers without experience, you can even do your skill assessment. But I believe that 80% of the occupations in Australia, you must have a professional experience for you to do your skill assessment. Now, if you don't have a professional experience, even if you get your skill assessment, if you're expressing for interest, you may not be invited. I'm telling you, you may be there for years, donkey years. So one of the things you can do is ask yourself, do I have a professional experience, even if it's 1 year? And it depends because some occupations will ask you, we want 2 years, or 1 3 years, or 1 4 years, or 1 2 years, or one this. It depends. And it depends on the assessing authority. Do you understand? So that is how it happens. Now, if you have found those ones, and let me ask another question. Hope say if you take English test, because it's not Australian migration. When you talk about skill migration, you have to take English test, and you have to be able to score at least 7. Some occupations will allow you to have 6, but the standard is 7. Then I normally appreciate it. So the English test you can take, I'll answer that question in the next video. But this is me telling you that these are some of the little here and there that you need for you to be able to apply for Australian skilled migration. And another one to tell you is this: the whole process also involves money. For instance, people will not tell you this one, so it costs money. Yes. For skilled migration, for instance, now you need to register for your English test. Abi now, so your English test already, you know how much it costs. You need to also register for for your migration skill assessment. Do you understand? So skill assessment, you also know how much it costs. You need to register for it. Do you understand? So that one can cost almost 800 to 400 to 600 Australian dollars. Some even cost $1,000. You understand? So these are some of the things, and each of these processes are part and parcel of energy, your money, and everything. So it takes a lot of commitment. I'm saying this so that you don't just vent into it. So you think about it before you vent into it and know that you're ready, because you have to be committed to see to it. And also know that it's not going to be as easy as it as I mean, the timeline might not just be as easy. Sometimes there might be delays here and there, and that might not be because of you. It may just be because of the system. So probably don't. It's something that you don't have to be like in a rush. Do you understand? You continue living your life, but have it by the side that you're doing this, and then put it in prayers. God can do anything anyway, and then you can never can tell. Some people were just doing their jobs and their visa came to them. Anyway, I have been talking too much, but I'm just giving tips so that it can be able to help you. All right. So I'll be answering more questions as time goes on. As I said, don't worry. This year we're going to when I'm done with educating you, you'll be very fine. All right. Take care of yourself and do have a beautiful day. To see more of these videos, click the follow button, share this video, like this video. That's how you can help me. All right. See you.